What's up, everybody? Welcome back. You're probably wondering why I haven't made a Foxbody video in a while. Well, that's because I am tearing this thing apart. I mean, literally. I don't know if you watched my last video where I bought a bunch of parts and was going to do some small projects. One of them was to paint the interior console and restore it a little bit. Well, what happened is I took out the console and then decided to start taking out pretty much everything else. So now it's turning into from a console restoration to almost a complete interior restoration. So let's take a little look at what's going on right now, and don't freak out. I will fix this. Okay guys, so here is where we are at so far. As you can see, the console is completely out. And I'm gonna show you guys actually in this video a little bit of the restoration I did on that console and how I did it, what products I used. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna come up in just a bit. As you can see, the console is pretty much unbolted and almost out of here. I just have to drop the column down and then I'll pull the whole cage out. Everything's unbolted from the back and on the sides, and all the plugs are done too as well. But what we're gonna do here is basically just repaint everything, repaint it all, get it looking really nice and fresh. And then probably be getting these carpets in. I mean, the carpet looks pretty dang, it looks really good. I might just get new floor mats, but gonna go ahead and pull the sail panels out and get those painted, and I'm definitely doing a rear carpet kit in the back. From that point, I'll probably decide if I want to go ahead and get the new covers. The driver's seat needs it. It's not bad. The driver's seat's actually pretty good. Let's look at it. The passenger seat is like freaking almost, perfect on this car. It's just really the back seat. It's got some tears around the buckle area. And then the driver's seat has the normal, even though it looks really good, it has like that normal kind of like edging tearing that's going right here on this coping. And honestly, aside from that, the rest of the seat is really nice. I mean, I've kept really good care of it. So there's not a lot to go on there. All right, so let's cut and take a moment to just look at a little bit of the prep work I did to the console and what product I used there to get it restored. Okay, so you can see here is the original console, and with the paint I was describing in the first video, where it's got the old school glossy kind of interior paint. Also a lot of dingy looking dashboard pieces going on here as well. The paint's a little cracked and kind of flaked on the console and just looks really bad. Okay, here is the console completely taken out. Definitely not going to do a step-by-step. There are plenty of videos out there. Just don't lose any of the screws. Here are all the pieces completely taken out, and it's a bit of a puzzle box. Again, don't lose any of the screws. Keep them all in order so you have your insanity when you put this back in. Starting out, I used a clean slate by Chemical Guys and really tough bristle brush just to scrub off all of the grime and all of the flaking paint, really getting down there. And yes, I am doing this out here in my backyard, not really concerned about the details of it right now, just getting the heavy grime off of the pieces. Okay, here are all the pieces ready to have their final prep, which I did with an isopropyl rubbing alcohol. This basically just takes up all of the contaminants and oil for a good prep service before you paint. For the paint, I use an SEM black satin interior paint. And here are all of the finished pieces painted on my amazing paint booth, aka cardboard out in the sun. But this paint looks amazing and only takes a few minutes to dry for soft handling. Of course, I will let it set for 24 hours and completely cure before reinstalling. Next is on to the final dash assembly, which you can see here. The paint is very discolored. There's broken pieces in the bezels and just looks bad. Here are the final bezels and trim pieces to paint. And for this, I am going to use an LMR custom interior aerosol that is an opal gray to match the previous original factory paint. And that leads me to where I'm at now. All right, guys, so that's about it for right now. obviously still a lot more work to go, but it's all good. I'll have the car coming together in no time, and it'll be looking minty fresh. Until then, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon.